This is the best-selling protein powder on Amazon. It's the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey Protein, and I'll have a link to it below in the video description. But I'm sure everybody recognizes this container, but why is this stuff so popular? Well, I've used it daily for the past month, and this is my full review. For reference, I've been using Muscle Feast as my whey protein for 2 years, but I have been using Optimum Nutrition as my casein powder for the past 10 months. Now, both of my regular proteins are the vanilla flavors. If you look at Optimum Nutrition's whey protein on Amazon, there are several flavors to pick from. Everything from banana cream to coffee to Rocky Road. I've been using the double rich chocolate flavor, not because that would be my first choice, but because that was the first one to pop up. So my assumption was that's the flavor that they sell the most of. I could be wrong. It's available in multiple sizes, such as a 2-pound container, 5 pounds, and 10 pounds. I bought the 5-pound container, which has 74 servings, and I paid $59.99 for it with free Prime shipping, plus tax for a grand total of $64.19. And that brings us to 87 cents per serving and just under 4 cents per gram of protein. One serving of this protein weighs 30.4 grams, which the nutrition label says is about 1 scoop. I found that food company serving sizes aren't always accurate, typically working in the company's favor. Just as an example, the oats that I eat say a serving size is 40 grams or half a cup, but when you actually scoop out half a cup, it's a good bit more that you're getting per serving. And some powders call for a heaping scoop, which some of you might be used to doing. So we're going to test both and see how much they weigh. First is a nearly level scoop. This weighed in at 29 grams, and that's good, that's close enough for me. Now for the heaping scoop. Obviously you don't want to do this if you're strict on counting calories, but we're going to try it anyways. And that weighs in at 35 grams. Let's do some real-time mixing, and I'll use 8 ounces of liquid for each one. For the first test, I'm using fat-free milk, and I'm going to shake it in a mason jar. Next, we're going to mix the powder into water. This time I'm using a regular cup, and I'll stir it with a spoon. Here I'm using water again, but instead I'll mix it up in one of those blender bottles. I don't use the metal mixer ball that comes with these bottles. I don't feel like most people do. So with all 3 tests, I'm very happy with how well it mixes. The label on the container says to mix for 30 seconds. I've never mixed a protein for that long. I think I did 10 to 15 seconds for each of these. It turned out smooth and there weren't any clumps, so 30 seconds might be a bit much. I know the taste is important, so the fat-free milk mixture I really liked. To me, it's like drinking a chocolate milk. I don't ever mix my protein powders with milk, so I loved it. But when you mix it with water, it's not as tasty, of course. I'm not sure if any of you have had Cocoa Pebbles cereal. I haven't had it since I was a kid, but that's exactly what it reminded me of. Just a more watered down version of the Cocoa Pebbles taste. Not bad, but the water isn't nearly as good as milk. That's how I normally drink my other protein powder. I'll mix it in water. Honestly, my Muscle Feast tastes awful in water. Anyone that's had this kind knows, but I'd rather not have dairy right after a workout. Plus, taste doesn't play a big role in which protein powder I choose anyways. I do want to mention that I usually eat overnight oats, and in them I'll put oats, protein powder, water, and peanut butter. And normally it's fine, but when I used the double rich chocolate for the overnight oats, it was tough to eat. The taste of the chocolate with the peanut butter wasn't working out. The chocolate just seemed too bitter. So I started using milk in place of the water, which made the chocolate more creamy, which set well with the peanut butter, and it was pretty good. As far as ingredients, I'm going to compare the Optimum Nutrition with the Muscle Feast that I normally use. Neither of them have too many ingredients. I did notice that the Optimum Nutrition does have acesulfame potassium, which I think that's how you pronounce it, but it is an artificial sweetener if that's something you try to avoid. Here are the nutrition labels. Optimum has 120 calories per serving, 1.5 grams of fat. This is something that caught my eye, the cholesterol in the Optimum, but again, that's compared to the Muscle Feast. I don't think 35 milligrams is bad compared to other brands of powders. The sodium is 50 milligrams, which I thought was higher than that. Maybe it used to be in the past, because I feel like that was one of my reasons for not buying it before. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if there used to be more sodium. 3 grams of carbs with 1 gram of sugar, and 24 grams of protein per serving. Looking at Amazon, there's over 92,000 reviews, and it's rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, but let's read the top 2 reviews real quick. The first one is a 1-star review, and it says, "My message is the same as quite a few others, but I wanted to share my experience in hopes that more people become aware. I've been using Optimum Nutrition Protein for 10 years now. In my eyes, it has always been the industry standard, good ingredients, great taste, no. I received my last 5-pound tub of vanilla cream yesterday and made a shake. It was absolutely disgusting. The shake was so sweet, I gagged but reluctantly finished it. This was at night. The morning after, I had basically a pretty upset stomach." The second top review is a 5-star review, and it says, "I see a lot of reviews on here of people complaining how they've used this specific brand for 50 years, and all of a sudden it changes, and now it's no good to them. I'm new to this brand, and to ease some others about the skeptical view of other reviews on here, I think it tastes fine. Some say it's too sweet. Well, you should check the ingredients first, or don't expect vanilla ice cream flavor to not taste sweet. I got vanilla, and that's exactly what it tastes like. Take a tub of vanilla ice cream and melt it and drink it. This tastes better than most powders I've tried, and if it doesn't taste that great to you, toughen up, princess. No one cares if it tastes good. We are using protein powder for protein." I really like that guy. I don't agree with the foul language, but I don't understand how anyone can say that this stuff tastes horrible. And I normally avoid chocolate flavored foods, whether it's cake, candy, whatever, because I hate the aftertaste that chocolate leaves, especially dark chocolate. But even then, I wouldn't say this powder tastes horrible, even when it's mixed with water. Now, if you mix the Muscle Feast vanilla with water, there's nothing good about it. But I'm still going to drink it with no problem because I like the nutrition and ingredients. There's nothing wrong with liking the taste of a protein powder. I feel like most people often over exaggerate in their reviews, and horrible seems like too strong a word. I mean, it's just a protein supplement. So what are the pros and cons for the Optimum Nutrition Double Rich Chocolate? For the pros, while it's not super important to me, the taste is one. I do really like it with milk, and with water it's just okay, but it's still much better than my normal protein and water. And there's plenty of other flavors to pick from, but keep an eye on the ingredients. I think some have sucralose. It's affordable, it's not cheap, but also not expensive. The powder is right in line where it needs to be at 4 cents per gram of protein. Another is the serving size accuracy. You can trust the scoop that's included with it to give you an accurate serving. There's no need for a kitchen scale. And finally, it mixes extremely well. I'm a lazy mixer, and I never have any clumps. For the cons, the only thing I don't like is that there is an artificial sweetener in the ingredients. And yeah, I realize that my casein powder has artificial sweeteners. I haven't completely eliminated artificial sweeteners from my daily intake, but I do try to limit them. The Muscle Feast doesn't have any in the ingredients, so I prefer to continue with one less artificial ingredient as part of my diet. Just because I'm used to it, if I've already eliminated one, I just want to continue with that. So those are my thoughts on Amazon's best-selling protein powder. If you don't mind, please give the video a like. I put a lot of work into it, and actually I would appreciate it. I mean, I'm not just asking, each one helps. And if you have anything to add to what I said in the video, let me and others know down in the comments, because I probably will check them every now and then. And this isn't a workout channel, I just upload random videos like this. So I don't recommend subscribing because the channel is a little all over the place. Anyways, thanks for watching.